Hey, welcome back to the Stock Market Starters YouTube channel. I'm really glad you're here today. We are doing another trade of the week. This week it's on KDP. So let me show you what this looks like. So here's our chart on KDP. This is Keurig Dr. Pepper. And this week you can see we got in here on the 17th. Really interesting, right? This week we were heading up, kind of made a new high here, came down, gave us an entry candle. So we went ahead and popped in. And we've just been kind of watching it meander sideways, holding above that 10-day. So really doing pretty well for us this week. The interesting thing about this is that, right, it's an interesting trend, kind of a cool trend. We're trading Keurig and Dr. Pepper, so two like very common household names that happen to come up this week with a good trend. So that's pretty cool to see. And really, right, what is this trend that we're looking at? So really, we're looking at an uptrend starting here. We got 1, 2, 3 bounces, right? Really, 3 bounces, but we've held above the 10-day for quite a long time. And so that's really what we're looking at here is really, all the last, really almost 2 months, right? Month and a half. We've been in this uptrend and we've been holding the 10-day. So if we get below the 10-day, we could get into some trouble. As you can see here, I've got an automatic stop loss down here. So if it comes down to here or lower, it will automatically close me out of the trade, limit my risk, and make sure that I can only lose, I think it's like 30 cents a share or something on this. So pretty low, 35 cents a share right now. Although, honestly, I think I might move this up the way that the market's looking and make it even less risky. But, we've also got our profit line set. So if it comes up here, $1 per share, it'll go ahead and get us out and take profits. Now, the overall market this week has been interesting, right? We had the Fed announcement here, right? Fed news came out, gapped the market up, ended up closing about 100 points up. Now we're coming back down today. So kind of a wild market, but even with our move back down today, KDP has managed to hold up fairly well and is lasting all right. So I don't actually mind the look of this too much. Um, pretty good little trade this week. Honestly, the cool thing about this trade is with these automated trade orders, right? The cool thing is, hey, if this drops, I don't even have to watch it. Like I'm looking at it before the market opens, right? Today making some videos about it, but like other than that, I kind of just let it do its thing and run. And if I see, hey, the 10 days moved up a little bit, we've kind of got a good spot to hold. Like, watch this. I'll just move my stop loss. Boom. Send. I'll get that out of the way. But there you go. Right now I've got a new stop loss. So now it's what is this even at? The stop loss is at, let's put it at 20. Make it nice and even. Boom. Did that even change? Okay, fine. Watch this. We'll move it twice. This will be fun. But I want to put this at 37, 20. Perfect. Really? 37, 20. There we go. Yeah. See now 37.20. Good. So now my risk on this is 25 cents per share, right? So very small risk compared to $1 of reward potential. So that's a 4-to-1 risk reward, right? So that's pretty cool to see as it moves along. Hey, the longer it kind of sits here and pulls sideways, the better it does for me. And besides for removing the stop loss and just looking at it in the morning to make sure, hey, it's opening decently, right? I just let it run, right? Let it do its thing and see if it wants to make a run up. So that's pretty cool. It makes trading very simple and really pretty straightforward. I just gotta sit and wait and see what happens. I think this will be interesting going into next week to see, hey, do we want to make this run up, especially with the S&P, right? Does the S&P stop at this kind of previous resistance area where we stopped here, and kind of want to bounce up out of there, or do we want to get a bigger pullback? If we get a bigger pullback, I imagine KDP will likely stop me out, in which case, whoop-de-doo, I took a little loss, and it happens, and I won't even have to look at it to make sure that it does what I want. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting trade this week. Kind of cool to see those household names. I go through and talk about each one of these individual stocks. So, right, every morning I look at the S&P. I look at this week McDonald's, DHI. We're looking at Carvana. We're looking at Johnson & Johnson. We're looking at Kimberly-Clark, Coca-Cola, MO Ultra. They make tobacco and have dropped this week. We're looking at BMY. We're looking at IP, International Paper, right? We're looking at FCX, looking at Las Vegas Sands, right? So one of the casino companies in Vegas, looking at Keurig Dr. Pepper and looking at this gold company. So right, every single day we're looking through and saying, hey, where are good trades? Where are good trends? We're also looking at investments. We're looking at Ford, we're looking at KHC, Verizon, GM, General Motors, right? Main Street Capital Corporation, and Home Depot. Very interesting little couple trades here on Ford and HD this week. So that was interesting too. But like, it's really, really cool because every single morning before the stock market opens, I'm coming on in my daily stock talk program. I'm talking about these trades. We're looking at them, going in depth. Hey, if you're new to trading, if you're getting started, what does this look like? How would you approach doing trend analysis, right? When do you get in? When do you get out? How do you take profits? How do you protect against risk? And it's super cool to just go through and like every day see how the market progresses. Um, so that's my daily stock talk program, right? I'm gonna put a link in the description of this video, and you can go check out the daily stock talk program. It's really cool. I made it so that you can get your first 7 days for free, and then after that, it's just $10 a month, right? So it's $2.50 a week. Which let's do some quick math here. I do 6 videos every week, so I do one for each Monday through Friday, day that the market's open, and then on Saturday I do a weekly recap and find a new list of stocks to look at. So right, we do 6 times. Let's say there's 4 weeks in a month, right? That's 24 videos. So $10 out of 24 videos per month. That's a 41 cent per video value to see what this looks like in real life. And, it's really like the value here is just absolutely insane. And you get the first 7 days for free. So it's super cool. I'm super excited about it. Been doing that for a while. And I know it's kind of off on a tangent, but it's really cool. So go check it out. I'm going to put the link in the description. And you can see, hey, next week, what happens with KDP, right? I'm not likely to come on here and talk about it again next week on Friday, but I will be talking about it in that daily video, right? Whether it stops me out or not, I'll talk about it tomorrow. And if it doesn't stop me out, I'll keep it on my list and we'll watch it next week, right? So, yeah, I mean, kind of cool. A super cool program, especially as you're just getting started trying to learn, hey, what does this look like? How do I do it? Like, what are the tactical steps? What does it look like? And just seeing that progression day by day, how does this actually work is so valuable. I can't stress it enough. So, yeah, I'm putting that link in the description. So go check it out. But otherwise, interesting trade this week. And hopefully you guys are starting to see even through these, right? My goal is not just to, gatekeep the information, say, oh, come check out my video. You have to pay to be able to get good information. Like, right, you can see the trades that I'm taking right here, right? You can go and look at these charts, look at this, like this is a real trade that I'm actually in this week with 5 shares, right? Like pretty cool. And you can see, hey, there's this dividend payment coming up right here. Hey, that 23 cents is a dividend payment. So if I'm still in by the 27th, that means that I'm going to be eligible to receive a dividend on this stock. So, I'll get 27 cents or 23 cents by 5 shares, right? So I'll get over like $1.15 or something on on this if I'm in at that point just for holding stock. So like there's some real good value in this. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Let me know what's helpful. Let me know what's what you'd like to see next. And we'll see you back here next week for some more content. So anyway, yeah, very interesting stuff. Check out that daily stock talk program. Seriously, guys, like it is so cool. And until next week, we'll see you then. And until I do see you, happy trading and happy investing.